Hi, welcome back to On the Volley. Yes, you guessed it, I'm here outside the Shamrock Irish pub, yeah, just round the corner from the Coliseum, yeah, on Via Colosseo actually, yeah. So Coliseum, Colosseo, you can't miss it if you're over here, yeah. And if you ever are over for a weekend or week or whatever, make sure you take a stop out here. Stop for a drink. You know, I'm sitting outside, lovely weather, can't complain. Anyway, I'm back here today to talk about Celtic. Surprise, surprise. Now, I actually thought I was going to take a little bit of a break, to be totally honest, yeah, but so much is going on. I mean, it's just like basically non-stop, yeah. And you know, we start with the fact that, and I mean, I've already spoken about this, our first signing, Odin Thiago Holm, yeah. Now, Norwegian lad, 20 years old, I think, or 21, yeah, a young lad, yeah, who we bought from Vålerenga. Now, he's 20 years old, I do believe, yeah. Now, I don't know anything about him, to be totally honest. I trust the recruitment team. They've been on point up until now. And let's be honest, okay, we're going to be hearing names, okay, or signing players who we have no clue who they are. Because we buy them from obscure leagues, if you like, or leagues we don't follow. The same as it was in Angie's era. Now, all I know about Odin Thiago is that he plays in a central midfield position. He's not a prolific goal scorer from what I've seen from his stats, yeah. But apparently, okay, according to the Norwegians, he is a top prospect. And I have no doubts about that. So I think it's probably a good signing for us. Will he fit in straight away? Well, he's played, I think it's 100 or just over 100. He's made 100 first-team appearances or just over, yeah? So that's not bad, considering this guy, okay, was courted by Manchester United, Liverpool, and even Juventus made an approach for him, yeah, for their academy. And he turned them down. He turned them down because he wanted to play first-team football. And you know what? Great choice by the guy. It must be very difficult to turn down Man United, Liverpool, okay, and Juventus, if that's true. So, you know, the bottom line is he had a chance to go to these academies. He said, no, I believe in myself. I believe in my talent. I want to play first-team football here in Norway. With Vålerenga in this case, yeah, Vålerenga, I hope I pronounced that right. And it's paid off for him because now he's with Celtic. And if he lives up to, you know, his promise, then we've made a great signing. And then I wake up this morning to the news that Aaron Moy has retired. Now, you know, he's been an exceptional servant for us, okay. It's only been one season, but if you look at what he brought to the team, I feel bad for the guy because obviously he's retiring because of his age and injuries. You know, you've got to respect his decision. I understand it completely. I take my hat off to the boy, and I think that, you know, I wish him the best for the future. I don't know what he's going to do in the future. I don't know whether he's going to go into management or not, or whether he's still going to stay in the football ambience, okay, environment. But whatever he does, yeah, I wish him the best, okay, and I thank him for what he brought to Celtic last season. Did we stop there? No. Marco Tilio, okay, Marco Tilio. We've got him from Melbourne City, okay, I believe he did play with Sydney FC, okay, I don't know what level at the time, but we've got him from Melbourne City. I don't know much about him, okay, I know he's a winger. Again, I've never seen the guy play. I've seen the comments, okay, on Instagram, where you've got a lot of Australians turning around saying that he's another top prospect, yeah? And he's been likened to Messi. Apparently they call him the Australian Messi. Now, you all know what I think about that, yeah? I don't like it when players are compared to Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Neymar and all that. Because I just think, especially when they're young, it just puts a lot of pressure on the player. Because let's be honest, yeah, they read the news, they go on social media, and when they start reading stuff like that, it could go to their head. I hope, okay, that Marco Tilio is level-headed enough, yeah, to keep his feet on the ground and just play, okay, to his potential and work on himself and not to get swayed by this. Now, as much as it can have a negative effect being compared or called the next Messi, it could also have a positive effect, because the way I look at it is, if I was playing football and someone compared me to a Messi or Ronaldo and Mbappe, what I would do is I would make sure that I trained so hard on a day-to-day basis that I lived up to that. Obviously, you know, I'd want to be the best of myself, and I believe that that's what we can expect from Marco Tilio and even Odin Thiago Holm, yeah? So, you know, because Odin Thiago Holm has been compared to Martin Odegaard of Arsenal. Okay, he's not Messi, but, you know, Odegaard, but, you know, he's a great player. So I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. Look, we've got two great prospects, because you're talking, I think, Holm is 20 and Tilio is 21, yeah? So we're talking about youngsters here, yeah? Now, the other news that we have is that apparently Jota is going to go to Saudi Arabia. Now, that hasn't been confirmed as of now. I don't know whether it's been confirmed or it's being confirmed while I'm doing this video. But to be totally honest, I've always said I don't like to talk about transfer rumours and speculations. So you're probably asking yourself, well, if I don't like to talk about it, why am I talking about Jota? I'll tell you why, because I think it's practically a done deal. Look, let's be honest, okay? The guy is being offered, okay? He's being offered 10 million a year. 10 million a year, okay? Now, and that's tax-free. And he's also going to be playing with Kante and Benzema, okay? So, you know, the Saudis are just throwing around some ridiculous money. They're really investing in football. You know, it's reminds me a little bit of China when they were doing that, yeah? But there's a massive difference between the two, between China and Saudi Arabia. In China, they were generally getting players, okay, right, at the end of their career more than anything else. But we're talking about the Saudis that are throwing so much money around, yeah, that they're getting players that are not yet at the end of their career. I don't think they are, not all of them. Jota's 24, yeah? He's 24 years old. He can go, okay, to Saudi Arabia, stay there 2-3 seasons, yeah? Earn 20 million, 30 million in that period, and it's all tax-free. So he'll be set up for life. Him and his family, they'll be set up for life. So me personally, you know what? I'm not going to judge the guy. You can't judge him. He's given us his best over the last 2 seasons. He's helped us win 2 trophies in the first season and a treble last season. So you can't knock the guy, okay? And if he does go, and I do believe he's going to go, I think it's practically a done deal. And that's why I'm talking about it. So all I say to him is, you know, thanks for everything that you've done for us, and we'll wish you the best in the future. And I tell you what, I think a lot more players are going to go over to Saudi Arabia. It reminds me a little bit of, if you look at what they've done with golf, yeah? Okay, their live, if you like, yeah? They were splashing money around, and the golfers were going over to live golf, and you couldn't blame them. You couldn't blame them because of the amount of money that was being thrown around. Let's be honest, they've got it, and they're using it. Now, I've heard a lot of comments on that as well, and I don't want to go into it on this video because I'm here to talk about Celtic, but I've heard a lot of criticism, yeah? But look, in the 90s, it was Italy, okay? La Serie A, which had the money and were getting all the best players. Now it's the Premier League. The Premier League, and if you look at some of the wages that they were spending, okay, they were giving out, no one could compete with them. So now it's Saudi Arabia. So I don't think anyone is in a position to criticize them. It's their money, they can do what they want with it. And that's why I believe Jota will go there. So, you know, all the best to the guy if he does go, yeah, all the best to him. Now look, Odin Thiago home. Aaron Moy has gone, okay, Marco Tilio. So, you know, 1 out, okay, and 2 in so far. And there's still a long way to go, yeah? We're going to lose other players. That's without a shadow of a doubt. And one name that I'll throw in there is Lil Labada. I mean, Lil Labada, yeah. I mean, you've got to give it to him. I think he's a great player. I think he's been really good for us. But let's be honest, the guy, okay, has not played as much as he's wanted to. He's scored goals for us. I mean, if you look at it, yeah, in 70 appearances, he scored 20 goals for us, yeah. Now, you know, Marco Tilio in 79 appearances has scored 18 goals, I think, yeah. But it's 2 different leagues there, yeah. Now, again, Tilio apparently is a top prospect. Abada, when he come in, we didn't know him, and he turned out to be a great player. So I just think that the recruitment team are on point. They know what they're doing, and they're doing it well. So I have 100% faith in them, and I'm really, really excited to see our new signings in action. And I think the first time we'll see them in action is in our friendlies, okay, on the Asian tour. I don't take much stock from friendlies. The results don't really bother me. But what I do want, okay, is to see these players on the field and in action to give us an idea of what their potential are and what we can expect in the season. You know, are we going for players that are going to help us in Europe? Will they take us to the next level? Is Holm and Tilio the players that can take us to the next level in Europe? I don't know. I have not a clue. Again, like I said, I trust the recruitment team. I trust them based on, you know, the acquisitions they've made, okay, in the Ange period. So I expect nothing more than complete dominance in the Scottish League, but a mass improvement in Europe. And that's one of the reasons why Brendan Rodgers has come back. So it's going to be an interesting season. I can't wait for it to start. I really can't wait. I'm really, really excited about this season. I know a lot of people will be disappointed if Jota leaves, but you know what it is. It's part and package of Celtic. We are a selling club, okay? We can't compete with the English Premier League and their wages. We know that, okay? We go shopping if you like a bargain basement, okay, clubs, if you like, okay, or bargain basement prices, however you want to call it. But we have a good eye for signings. So just based on that, I'm really looking forward to the season. Now look, we're going to start off the season on the 5th of August, where we're at home to Ross County. Then we're away to Aberdeen on the 12th of August. Then we're at home to St Johnstone on the 26th of August, if I remember rightly. We're away to them lot down the road on the 3rd of September. Can't wait for that game. I really can't wait for that game. And then we're at home to Dundee United on the 16th of September. That's our first 5 games, yeah, under Brendan Rodgers. And with the new players that will be, you know, basically in the team, okay, I don't know how soon they'll be chucked into the first team, whether it will be slow, okay, their entry, or whether it will be just chucked into it straight away. I don't know, that depends on how, I suppose, they perform in the friendlies, and it also depends on what Brendan Rodgers sees from them in training. What I do know, or at least what I believe, okay, I don't know it as a fact, is that from now up until the end of the transfer window, we can expect a few other players to go out, and we can expect a few other players to come in to replace them. Apparently, rumour has it that Rodgers has a spending budget of like 35-40 million. You know, we'll see, and that might even be higher now, because Jota's going to go, rumour has it, for 25 million. And yeah, let's be honest, okay, 30% goes to Benfica, but we'll still make a great profit out of selling Jota. Me personally, I wouldn't want to sell Jota, but if we have to, we have to. Look, Lil Labada, again, like I was saying, I think I was saying before, I can't even remember. But Lil Labada, he hasn't signed a new contract. I don't know whether Brendan Rodgers will be able to, you know, talk him into staying. I'd like him to stay, but I don't think he will. I don't think Abada will stay. I think he'll go. And if he does go, that's right. That's right. Because we've got Dyson Maeda. If he doesn't go, because, you know, so much can happen from now up until the end of the transfer window, yeah? But at the moment, we have Dyson Maeda, we have Haksabanovic, we've got Tilio, and we've got James Forrest, who's fit now. I wouldn't put James Forrest in as a starter. I think James would probably be okay in the Scottish League. Love the guy to bits, but I don't think he's the guy that will take us to the next level in Europe. I don't know what you think, yeah? You know, on his day, he's unplayable. But does he have that consistency? You know, we've got a long way to go. We've got so many things that are going to change. Players are going to go out. Players are going to come in. Brendan Rodgers, who, you know, he said the team's in a great place. All he needs to do is just tweak it here and there to improve it. So, again, I'm looking forward to the season. I've got nothing else to say. I'm very confident. I'm very excited. Let's see what happens after Ange. That's all I've got to say. Me, Shah. I'm out.